Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Power Rangers Legacy Wars, and we have the master of evil himself, Lord Zedd.
Oh my gosh!
I know,
I'm so excited.
It's evil weekend takeover, because first we started things with Rita, and now it is the evil Lord Zedd. So he's a rare character.
Wow, I'm so excited. He is one of the coolest looking characters ever.
Yeah, he is. Alright, so it's 50 coins to upgrade, and I believe we have, if he's an attacker class, that means he uses red gems like our Jason character. So we have 500 of those, so we're going to purchase some of this.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm really intrigued, because I don't know too much about Lord Zedd, so, I mean, I know you don't know everything about him either, but it's like, yeah.
Well, I stopped watching after the power transfer, so, I mean, that was it for me until Zeo. Zeo!
Yeah.
Stronger than before. Go Zeo! Rangers at the core. Go Zeo!
I'm trying to harmonize.
Zeo! Zeo! Go go Power Rangers! Yeah, so that was the last show that I watched was Power Rangers in Space. I could not watch Turbo. Turbo was ridiculous, but I watched Zeo, Power Rangers in Space, and then after what happened to Zordon, I was done. It was like, you know what, this is a good time for me to leave, especially when Saban was trying to release a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action show, which was terrible.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so this is what Zeddy is like in combat. He has a two-hit, like a staff attack. It looks like, that's kind of an interesting ability. He has an undefended attack unless the person is blocking. Because notice how I have a shield above my head when I do this double strike thing?
Yeah.
When I attack, I push through people.
I just got that Lord Zedd actually has his skeleton on the outside of him.
Yeah, he's
like
muscle.
all muscle.
He's all muscle.
Yeah.
So he was like a really, in the first like appearance, early on in the second season, like well before, we'll say about 50 episodes before the power transfer, when Lord Zedd was like, when you looked at him the first time, you would see almost like liquid coming out of him, like he was, you know, just like, it was crazy.
Gross. Yeah.
And then of course they toned him down over time, but when he first appeared, I mean, you know,
he was beast.
because he had to be a primetime villain because Power Rangers, I remember this, like the show did so well the first season, not only did it get renewed, but they got a bigger budget, aside from Tommy's cloth shield, which makes its appearance in the second season.
Like, why couldn't they make it out of plastic or something? Like,
well, they couldn't. Like, there were no props left at the time because they had worked on a new show, which was, the Sentai, like, dragon characters, where the Tiger Zord guy came from.
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, it was before they were doing a lot of major crossovers, and they'd already filmed the crossover stuff with the new Sentai team, so then they just, like, either donate the old materials or they just get rid of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Power Rangers, they wear spandex just like Sentai, it's all on a budget, so, I mean, it's a budget show. Unlike today, I mean, it's a bigger budget. Because they have a company like Nickelodeon, then they had Disney.
Right.
But it all depends on the ratings and things like that.
Of course, like, when I don't know why, but shows that have less of a budget, it's like they have more heart to them because people have to actually make up for, you know, props with actual acting and, like, you know, an interesting storyline. Whereas today, it's like, yeah, I don't know. The more money you throw at it, sometimes it doesn't have as cool a story.
Ooh, we're already getting wrecked.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, so you said, so originally Zedd was, like, Rita's boss. He came back, like, you were saying Goldar was a spy for him.
Yeah.
And then, like, he came back and said she was doing a terrible job. And
he got rid of her. That's what the second...
or something.
He put her back inside her space dumpster.
Oh, her space dumpster.
Which is how she, got out of it.
She's basically like Oscar the Grouch in space.
Kind of. Somehow she, over the course of the series, like, Rita does not come back until... there's a new group of Rangers. I believe she comes back in the third season. Because you have to remember, they had to salvage what was left of the second season because of, crud. Zedd lost.
Zedd, I'm sorry I got you talking.
No, it's okay. We were playing a Jason. I was going to lose anyway. Zedd is not an attacker class. Yeah, he kind of look at, you know, he's like, no.
Well, like his armor, his faceplate looks like a big smile when I look at it.
Okay. I will never look at Zedd the same way ever again. But yeah, in the third season, or at the end of the second season, to kind of salvage the ratings, because they went after the power transfer, because you know, when people were thinking about all new Rangers, and I know this is stupid, but I was a little kid, I thought this too. When I thought, oh great, they're gonna get all new Rangers, the red, yellow, and black Ranger are leaving, so that means we're gonna get like the orange, purple, and like,
like
you know,
different
gold
color.
Ranger or whatever. And it turned out, you know, that the other
same.
actors were just replacing your favorites. And when that happened,
Yeah,
it was,
that's like-
I still remember this, it was a Thanksgiving special. You know, it was massive ratings. Like, they had some of the highest ratings ever outside of their primetime special, which was the start of the second season. And then you saw in an hour the original, like, 3 leave. After that, Power Rangers, like, fans tried to watch, like, the first probably 5 or 10 episodes of the more of the second season. And you just saw the Nelson ratings just like take a major nosedive.
Yeah, I bet people were crying on Thanksgiving.
I cried. My whole family was there, and they thought like I got stung by a bee or something because I was just sobbing.
I bet there were a lot of kids crying about that, though. I mean, it's like, it's
these were your
heartbreaking to hear
heroes,
about.
you know?
It's kind of like, you would have thought they would have done it not on Thanksgiving, though. You would have thought they would have, if they knew people were, there was going to be
It was a big gamble because they wanted to promote the new movie. Like, that was coming out, like, in, I think, the summer or the spring of the next year.
Well, they were probably thinking, well, we have to replace them anyway. We might as well just try to make it, like, a positive thing. But
it wasn't a positive thing. And then when they started to ignore that the other Rangers ever existed, I mean, people really got mad.
It's kind of like when you have somebody that works there forever, and then it's like they just leave, and then you ask about it, and their boss is just like, oh, we don't need to know that, and it's just really awkward.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically. But like with Lord Zedd, like you were telling me, like Rita tried to kill him by poisoning him at one point?
I think that was the end of the second season, because remember, they did whatever they could to try to, like, win back the fan base, and, you know, Lord Zedd, I guess, you know, he was not too scary for TV, but they needed to do something that was going to be different and crazy, so near the end of the second season, like, Rita and Zedd somehow get married because she tries to poison him or something.
Yeah,
you know?
like, I heard from somebody that I thought I was hearing online or something that she tried to poison him, and then it ended up being a love potion instead or something.
Yeah, something like that. Well, Rita was a goofball, so I mean, you know, when they had her come back,
kept messing up. So yeah.
And then her brother, the skeleton guy, came, and her father came, and
all right. So would you say that Lord Zedd was a better villain than Rita? He never messed up, or he wasn't a goofball, or he also messed up and like fumbled things up? Or...
He didn't fumble things up until they made him kind of like...
like they softened him after he got married or something?
Yeah, I mean, he was responsible for destroying the Zords and all kinds of stuff. I mean, Zedd was... Yeah. He also stole Tommy's powers for good. Like, he got rid of the Green Ranger. That was Zedd.
Now that because I kind of never really saw him up close in his detail that he was...
Whoa!
I kind of saw him as just red before. Ouch.
Speaking of red, Psycho Red is vicious.
Yeah, that guy's crazy. I just don't know how Rita is able to hold that guy's hand because it's like made out of muscle tissue.
I mean, is it like pulsating?
Ew.
I don't know.
Like she gets like blood and like stuff on it every time she holds his hand. Like if she comes away and has to wipe her hand off. And wash it.
Yeah, I mean,
she has to wash her hands every time she touches
in
him.
the movie, they make him look like he's all like plastic and stuff. It just looks... Goldar and Zedd in the movie, like the big budget, you know, kind of like Iron Man suit things of the 90s. Zedd looks ridiculous, Goldar looked ridiculous. Rita pretty much looked like Rita.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, he started out like really evil, like he was a major threat. But they basically took, the part of the reason Zedd was this big scary guy is because they took elements from the big bad in that Sentai show that the Thunder Megazords were based after. Because that's where Serpentera came from, Lord Zedd's Zord. And again, just like Jude Ranger, the reason why the Red Ranger early on in the second season, you know, in his Megazord thing, Thunder Megazord was doing so well, fighting so many enemies at once. This was another story of a Red Sentai, like, Ranger that would also fight monsters by himself, like Geki did.
Yeah.
So, of course, Jason's character looked awesome. Then when Rocky came in, Rocky, the Red Ranger, never fought monsters by himself anymore, and they had to adapt using the White Ranger footage from Japan because they didn't use the Dai Ranger suits. Otherwise, the Red Ranger and the White Ranger would have done more stuff together. But, you know, they probably would have done something more with Jason's character because remember, he wasn't going to be written out of the show. He was still going to be the leader even though they were bringing in a White Ranger. And Zedd was going to have a bigger role too, but they did do all kinds of crazy stuff. I really believe the aspect where they shrunk the actors to do like an alien thing, I don't know if that was the original plan. The original draft for Jason, Trini, Zach, Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly is kind of like lost to those original writers.
That's why with the new movies coming out, I would love to see what their original vision was because I don't know what it was.
Exactly.
It would be great to see what it was. Yeah.
Because I mean, all for like these 5 becoming like the Zeo Rangers or something, or maybe their powers like increase over time and they get the Zeo suits. Because we know the Zeo Crystal plays a big part in the new movie. Zach is awesome.
Yeah, you know what I feel bad about though? Like Walter Jones, you were saying, came back to. I know we're not talking about the Black Ranger, but you know, like the Walter Jones came back to do the voices. Like, it would have been so amazing if they could have actually put him in there, like as a mentor ranger or something. Like, why not?
I really wish they would have done that because Walter Jones.
He was there anyway. It's just kind of weird.
He didn't come back to Power Rangers to do voiceovers until Zeo, I think it was, or the show after Zeo.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Because that would have been really weird to run into him during ADR sessions. Like, because you got to remember that that's not them in the suits. It's stunt actors. So then they go into the recording booth and they do their lines.
Yeah.
Like for when they have the helmets on. Because I've put on a Red Ranger helmet. You kind of sound like this. Hey, what's up? You know, that doesn't. Let's do this.
Well, you know what Zedd really reminds me of? Every time I see him, he looks like that guy from that. I don't know if it's Sentai or Kamen Rider show with the different people that possess him, and his eyes change different colors. And there's a red one that's always like angry, but he throws tantrums, like they're daimon. I don't know, like demons that possess him. Like he's a. Is it It's not Sentai, but it's he's on a train, and I forget what his name. I forget what it's called.
That's Kamen Rider. So
yeah, Kamen Rider. He reminds me of that red thing that possesses him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You're thing.
You're talking about
like yokai that possesses him.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember his name now.
I can't remember the red guy's name.
Sanju. I know his line, but oh my gosh.
From the Kamen Rider show.
Deadliner.
Deadline, yeah.
Not Deadliner. Denliner. It's a train that goes through time.
I apologize, yeah.
That's a great show.
Denliner. He reminds me, every time I see Lord Zedd.
Momo.
It reminds me, yes, that's who it is. He reminds me of Momo from Denliner.
Oh.
Yep, that's who I see, except for...
Maybe Lord Zedd inspired Momo a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He looks a lot like him, and he has the same kind of personality where he's angry and throws tantrums, and he's all red. And he's really muscular. He has the same kind of build.
I wouldn't say he's muscular. I mean, you know...
Well, I mean, like, Lord Zedd is very muscular because he's all muscle, but I mean, the other guy is, like, you know...
Now, supposedly, Lord Zedd answers to Rita's father, who's, like, the biggest evil in the universe.
Okay.
I think his name was Master Vile or something.
Wait, how could he get away with being mean to Rita, then? He doesn't care about his daughter, then?
He wasn't married to her yet. Like,
no, but I mean, like, if... Oh, wait.
Because his future father-in-law didn't really like Rita either.
Oh, right. So her own dad wasn't very nice.
In fact, I believe he pays more attention to Rita, like, once he's a part of the family. Wow. But I'm sorry, when you brought in Rita's brother, the skeleton guy, and you made Goldar and this skeleton dude from another Sentai series, you made them kind of like best friends. I mean, they were like the bulk and skull of the monster universe. I'm serious. They played them up like they were stupid, and they did it from Power Rangers. Was it? Yeah, it was Zeo through
It's
Power Rangers Turbo.
It's always weird to me when characters, like, personalities completely change, because it just seems surreal to me. It's like,
Well, they're
what?
trying to tone it down because, you know.
Yeah, but it's like, doesn't make any sense to
Oh, we're
me
gonna
as-
get killed by a
as
Zack
viewer.
player.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, like, Lord Zedd is really cool looking, so...
no!
I am glad they put him in, but...
I still want Gold Ranger. I want Gold Ranger power! And maybe they could put Zeo Ranger 5 in, but they have enough. They have a Tommy already, so, and I know they have a Jason, but I would like to see Adam, the Green Ranger from Zeo.
That would
Need to
be
have
cool.
Adam, because Adam is a character that has, like, Kung Fu ability.
And the rest of the Zero Rangers would be cool.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, they did Almighty Morphin,
really
they did
wanna
all the
see
movie.
Adam
I
and-
want Adam from Zeo.
They don't have every... I don't think they have every single Ranger, or do they? You just have to play this, like, for endless hours to get all of them.
No, they've only released Catherine for Zeo so far. So far, like, the other Rangers, aside from Dino Charge,
Well, she was a really popular character.
Catherine? Oh, yeah.
I think so, because
Zeo, the Pink Ranger, yep.
she got, like, hurt by Rita, or, like, used by Rita. Or
She was basically a Tommy arc again.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, she was, I believe, the third season she came in, like, middle of the third season.
Yeah.
And she was a puppet of a rival of Kimberly's, and then she got brainwashed and could turn into a cat by Rita, and, you know, eventually she fell in love with Tommy. Kim left the pink powers in her hand by just giving her a morpher. It's like, ugh. It's like, it just got more ridiculous to do power transfers. At first it was like, only you 5 can be the Power Rangers, and then, oh wait, I just remembered, if you go to this distant planet and you get this sword, then your powers can be copied from the original source. So then and that's what happened to Jason, Trini, and Zach. And then when Kimberly leaves, she just gives her power coin, and it's like, the pink energy actually works with this person too. Surprising.
It's like, if only we had known that before, then it wouldn't have been so difficult.
That's why in the new movie when he
Zordon,
says...
you don't know anything. You're wrong
When
about
he-
everything, apparently.
When Zordon in the new movie says, Jason, only you can be the leader and the Red Ranger, I'm just waiting until something happens and then Rocky steps up and it's like,
exactly.
oh. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for the Lord Zedd showcase. And nasty, impatient, arrogant, loud, and no sense of humor, Zedd makes it personal
so mean,
vendetta
though.
to rid the world of Power Rangers using his evilness, superior strength, and muscles. I mean, powerful magic. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this showcase. Thanks so much for watching. God bless, happy gaming. We're looking at Hip Hop Keto Zach Man next time.
Woohoo!
Bye.
See ya!